Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals. Welcome back to Budget with Ira.
Oh Lord, again.
Today we're checking in on week 3's March budget, and things are getting a little bit tight now. If budgeting, saving money and paying off debt is something you're interested in, please keep on watching. So today we're back in our bootleg budget. Our bootleg budget is basically our budget that we've set up that's absolutely free. We're not using Erin Condren, we're not using stickers because I can't afford them. So I've made this all myself. If you want to know how to make a bootleg budget, I just released a video the other day and that's linked in the cards for you. So we're going to look at our week first. Our week runs from Friday to Thursday because we get paid every 4th Friday. First thing I like to do is I like to go through our debt and our bills. So we can see from here that we've got a couple of debt and a couple of bills that have come out on the 28th. So our only piece of debt that we paid off in this week was our loan, which was £200.92. Normally we'd be in a place where I could close down this debt, but I like to send every last piece that we have remaining at the end of the month into this credit card payment. So I'm going to leave that empty for now, but I know that I have paid the minimum amount, which was £107 something. So moving on to our bills, phone bill came out on the 28th and that was £55.19. Council tax came out, which was £154. Rent came out, which was £885. Pet insurance hasn't come out. I recently changed it to a cheaper provider with better coverage. I was expecting it to come out on the 21st, but it hasn't. When I went and inquired, they said that I'm fully covered to expect a payment soon, so I'll just wait for that. But it will be much less, but I've kept the budget in there. If we move over to April's calendar, there's a couple bills here that are still accounted in March's budget. So we've got TV license, which came out as £13.37 on the 1st, which is today. DVLA came out, which was £24.26. And car insurance came out as well, £30.56. And one that I forgot about was the car service one on the 1st for £10.44, so I'll put that in here. These are Crayola Super Tips. I love using these. They're just as good as a highlighter, they're just as vivid. Okay, so all we're waiting for now is to see if anything comes out for pet insurance. Car service one will come out on the 4th and Netflix will come out on the 7th, and then we should be able to close our bills next week. Okay, so let's close down our spending, petrol and groceries. Spending is in grey, petrol is in yellow, groceries is in green, and if we had any in budgeted, they would be in pink. So we're checking in on this week 3. So we start from this Friday and work till the Thursday. So we know that today is Thursday, I'm not spending anything other than the bills, so I'm just gonna look at this one. My spending is mostly lunch money, so let's add all of this up. So we spent £18.85 this week on spending, so nothing came in. Spent £18.85. So if we get our start balance, 26.86 minus 18.85. That should leave us with £8.01. And I've got £7.01. Let me just do that maths again. Okay, it's coming out as £8.01. I'm short a pound somewhere, so I'm just gonna roll over the £7.01. It must be in a pocket somewhere. £7.01 is pretty tight for spending for the last week, but I've bought everything I need to. It's just a bit of lunch, and if I need to take a little bit out of my buffer, then I will. Okay, moving on. Petrol, I had nothing remaining. I didn't spend any petrol. I think I will need to spend some petrol next week though. But for now, we had a no petrol week, so it's 0. And nothing to roll over. For groceries, lockdown measures relaxed a little bit in our country, so we're able to see up to 3 families outside in public. So we had a socially distanced barbecue in our back garden, and it was really nice. It was just so nice just to see people and be a little bit closer to them and not have to see them on Zoom. It was just really, really nice to see them. So we decided to have a barbecue. I sent my boyfriend down to the shop with the remaining groceries, £30 one, and he managed to spend more than that. And he had to cash flow the rest with his. It was a lovely barbecue, but now we don't have anything for milk or bread or eggs. So again, if I have to take that out of my spending, then I will, but we'll make sure that the budget is okay for the month. So nothing added in. And then we spent £30 and one, and we have nothing left. Okay, and then when we look at unbudgeted, there is no unbudgeted for the week, so that is an absolute success, and I'm really, really happy with that. So for both 2 weeks in a row, obviously we added nothing in for unbudgeted, we spent nothing, and we roll over minus 338.82. So looking at our final week of the pay period, we have, rolling over into spending, £7 and one. I have absolutely no doubt that that will all be spent. Petrol one, which is my petrol. We don't look at my boyfriend's petrol, that's up to him how he wants to spend it. We're rolling 0. I believe we are gonna have to add something into it. Groceries, we're rolling in 0. We're doing okay for food. I might just need to do a little bit for like milk and eggs and bread and things like that. And unbudgeted, we're rolling over minus 338.82. So if you'd like to see how next week goes, consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell so you can see that as soon as the video pops up next week. When we go back to our calendar, we've got another bit of success. We actually had a no spend day on the Monday, which is absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to mark that in. Absolutely fantastic. So when we look at our goals, obviously we had no unbudgeted. I will be able to make a 0-based budget, but in terms of no spend days, when we look at our calendar for the last week, so it looks like I'm not going to do 8 no spend days. So let's go ahead and cross that off now. That's just not in my future. Let's look at what we want our goals to be. I think no unbudgeted. I think if we're gonna potentially manage to do 3 no spend days in March, let's go for 4 no spend. And let's go 0-based budget again, but let's plan to have 0-based from the start. Have you guys noticed how this fish doesn't have a tail? I do need to go correct that, give me a sec. Poor little fishy's not being able to swim anywhere. Much better. So thank you guys, gals and non-binary pals for watching today. The next video is going to be setting up April's budget, so I'll be delving into the calendar, making sure that everything's planned out properly. I'll also be putting in what I think is going to happen in terms of our bills, our debt, our monthly cash, and I've also added a category of saving just in case. I genuinely appreciate if you considered subscribing today. It really helps me move forward with my financial goals and financial journey. I know this video was short and sweet, but I genuinely appreciate you watching to the end. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.